Korbi, thank you for being here today.
Hi, Hillary.
I'm very excited. I've been looking forward to this because I feel like I see you at all of the other events throughout the year, and then G2E comes around and it's like your time to shine. Yeah,
And it's over before we know it.
it's like a whirlwind couple days and nobody sleeps. What has the prep looked like so far this year for you?
It's been amazing. The team is hitting on all cylinders right now, and that's not just the team at RX that I work with every day, but also at AGA. We're partners in the show. We actually started prep for this year's show about June-ish of last year. It takes a while.
Yeah.
I mean, we have to do a lot of being ready at the 24 show in order to sell the 25 show and planning on what our strategy is going to be. I mean, it's not just like a rinse and repeat.
Yeah.
So we really that's part of the reason why you see me all over the place is I'm consuming the education. I'm connecting with people. I'm keeping an eye along with other team members on what's going on in the industry so we can evolve G2E with the industry and have it be really valuable and relevant to everybody.
Yeah. You're doing your homework all year round.
All year.
Constantly.
All
If
year.
it's not for this show, it's for next year's show.
Or
Or
27 or 28.
Yeah. Wow. That's crazy. Do you have any like big swings that you're going for this year that's going to be different than last year? Or at the end of last year where you were like, you guys, we definitely need to do this?
One of the interesting things that we do from a corporate perspective, and this has nothing to do with us being a gaming show, but we do about 400 shows worldwide. Our corporate CEO, global CEO, challenges every show team to make some big bets. And these are meant to be things that are risky. Don't be afraid to fail. Just do something that you think is going to bring value to your audience and value to the show. We do have something really big this year, but the first big thing I want to talk about is not a bet.
Okay.
It's actually that this is the 25th anniversary of G2E.
Crazy.
So we're going to be commemorating some really special moments around the 25th anniversary, and I can't share right now what those are going to be. They will be announced really
Okay,
soon.
all right.
But
Okay.
there's
a little carrot dangling. It's fine.
there's a little something for everybody. It's actually really surprising
Mm-hmm.
how many people have been to all 25 G2Es.
Wow. How, like, I'm guessing more than a handful, yeah?
It's many.
Wow.
It's many.
Have you been to all 24?
I have.
25.
I have.
Well, 24 at this
Yeah.
point. Wow. Okay. So you've been in it since the beginning.
I've been in it since before the beginning.
Yes. So where was the first one?
First one was at Las Vegas Convention Center,
Okay.
and it was a challenging year. It was immediately after the 9/11 tragedy. While everyone was doing their prep, we had this major event in the world happen, and it impacted everybody. But the industry really rallied and showed up at G2E, and it kind of created a moment for all of us to be together, which is important in healing too. But one of the other things you asked, like, what are we swinging for? There was, like I said, a challenge. Put up your bets, and one of our bets this year relates to one of our activations that we're doing. And this is not an original idea. This idea came to us from the European Casino Association, and they do every year a European Dealer Championship. Kind of travels all over Europe.
Yep.
They've been doing it 17 years, and they came to us a while ago and they said, hey, this is a thing that we do, and it is really a great community builder for us, and we just think it would be really awesome if you did it at G2E. Maureen Bettis, who's my partner over at AGA, we looked at each other and we said, we love this. And then I think both of us kind of like took a deep breath and said, that's big. It's a lot of work.
Yeah. What
But-
goes into
but who
something like
cares?
that? Yeah. Yeah. But it's going to be great. Everyone's
It's
going to
going
love
to be
it.
great. It's going to be really great. So we decided we're going to take on the challenge, and we're going to create the G2E Dealer Championship, which will be debuting this year.
Well, I'm excited for that. Is that happening mid-show, beginning of the show?
It's really kind of going on a little bit during all three of the show days.
Okay. Oh, what does the champion get? What's the grand prize?
The champion
Just bragging
gets
rights?
an amazing trophy, bragging rights,
Love
and
it.
$5,000.
Oh, okay. That's worth it.
It is.
It is worth it. So what's like the official dress code of G2E? The unofficial dress code.
Well, the unofficial dress code is in my book, and I encourage everybody to take whatever creative license.
Yep.
I love wearing a comfortable shoe. I mean, I love wearing a heel,
Yep.
but you never know what that's going to do to your feet or your back, and you need to function. I mean, you need to keep going for days.
Yeah.
So I like a nice sneaker. I like a little arch support, and I'm supported in that by my colleagues.
I love that. Yeah. I do know what it's like to wear heels on day one of G2E. And no, that was my first and my last time.
Yep.
And I listened to everybody, and they all said, "Oh, you might want to wear a comfortable shoe." I was like, you know what? No. And I was not fine. So yeah, the shoes are everything. Cool.
It was a game changer, I think, the first year that I really embraced it and said, I might not look as stylish as some of the people walking around, but the show closed and I could function the day after the show.
Yeah.
It made all the difference in the world. So I highly encourage comfortable shoes.
Comfortable shoes. And I even see it, there's like such a pass for it too, where you can be wearing like a very nice outfit and sneakers, and that's okay.
It is.
Like we all get it. We all understand. We're like, you do you, because that carpet is only going to do so much, but it's not.
It's not very thick carpet.
Not
There's and you're walking really a long way too.
Yeah. Have you done a step count for this?
Oh, I have. It's scary.
Yeah.
And it starts, like for me, it starts several days before the show opens.
What's like the most bizarre request somebody has had? Either like a vendor who wants to do something crazy, or I don't know, a panelist or a panel. I'm sure you've heard some very interesting requests over the years.
I think I'm kind of numb to them now. I mean, it's the requests of, oh, we're sponsoring this, non-endemic, like major sports thing, and we want to bring it in the building. Of course, we want to say yes to everything.
Yeah.
And our team will just kind of, okay, put on hold all of your meetings today. Everything else that's going on, we need to convene. We need to see if this is possible. What does the building say? Are there fire marshal considerations? And then you kind of spend a day doing that. You get everything in place, and you go back to the requester, and they're like, oh, we decided not to do it. That's okay.
Yeah.
Because one of these days, one of those really crazy ones is going to work, and it's going to be awesome.
Yeah. What's the most interesting booth activation you've seen over the years?
There are so many. There are so many that take it beyond just the celebrity signing. I think there are some good ones coming this year.
Yeah. What'd you like about last year? Did anything stand out to you last year where you're like, that was really cool?
That was almost a whole year ago.
I know. And you've been to many shows since
I've been
then.
to a lot of shows
So I do
since
expect
then.
you to remember every single day that happened at G2E last year.
Right? Yeah. And it's like I have to be careful because I don't have a favorite exhibitor.
No.
Of course.
No, that would be absurd.
It would be crazy.
But if you can give it a nod to someone who did a good job, that's also fine. Like, I know Incredible Technologies, they were doing like Chicago-style dogs, which I thought you're not going to see that in New York or Miami probably. So
and they
that's
put
pretty unique.
An exhibitor that does something like that. It's not just showing up with hot dogs. It's the building has to okay the certain whatever it is, and they might not have it on the menu. So I mean, I always appreciate the effort on that. Activations where there's like a flash mob or a DJ that's making a celebrity appearance or something, those are really cool. And at the same time, 1 second after they start, the phone rings with somebody else having a noise complaint. So
Really?
I love it, and I appreciate it, and I appreciate it even more if it's within the rules and regulations on decibel guidelines.
Okay. Oh, so there's like guidelines everybody has to follow for even just sound.
For sound. Okay. And there are people that will walk the aisles with a decibel meter and make sure that no one's being disruptive. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. What's something that's like off limits that most people wouldn't think is off limits? Like they can't have this color carpet, or you can't, something that maybe was done in the past and you're like, no, we don't do that anymore.
Decibel limit is a big one.
Okay.
If we've ever had to like reinforce a rule, things have evolved in the industry. So like it used to be very Like it was okay to have girls who weren't wearing a lot in the booth.
Yeah.
That's not cool. That's objectifying people.
Yeah.
And it's uncomfortable. We don't allow that sort of thing. We also don't allow IP theft. I mean, it's really,
Yeah.
it seems crazy to have to say that, but years ago when you went to G2E, you didn't see booths with walls around them. And I think those exhibitors aren't trying to be unfriendly.
Right.
They certainly want to show off their technologies, but IP threat and IP theft is real. So they're just trying to protect their major investments. It's unfortunate that there are people that wander around, take pictures, secret pictures, recordings, whatever, and duplicate other people's work.
Yeah.
That's wrong. And it's unfortunate that it's had to come to companies feeling like they can't welcome everybody into their booth.
That is a bummer. I have noticed that there are some that are completely closed off. You know, it's like a velvet rope kind of situation to get in.
It
you know?
is,
But
yeah.
I understand it's risky for them. Do you ever, how many years have you been doing it at the Venetian?
The first show at the Venetian was 2011.
Okay. So you've got like a long-standing, I just always wonder with those big events, you just don't want anyone to mess up the relationship with whoever the host is, where you're like, everybody just be on your best behavior. I'm sure you think that same thing, right? Where you're like,
Of course.
nobody do anything. Like,
Yeah, respect this
Yes.
house. Yeah, I encourage everybody, step outside, take a breath of
oh my
actual
God.
air.
Yeah, it is nice. And yes, the breath of fresh air is absolutely essential, because otherwise you're not seeing the sun for 3-ish days. Because if you do go out, it's going to be after hours and it's
Yes.
dark by then.
Yeah.
What's the biggest misconception about what you do?
There are people that I will see throughout the year and they'll say, "Oh, when are you going to start working?" Like, "Oh, well, it's still 10 weeks away." So like I just smile. It's hard to understand. And I do work on one event all year. You have to monitor what's going on in the industry. It doesn't all come together that quickly. I mean, the conference program, I'm getting people emailing me and calling me right now saying, "Hey, when do I submit an idea?" Well, our call for content was open in March. And it seems like that's really, really early, but that's how long it takes to get good content together and to get people collaborating on ideas and speakers where they need to be. It takes that long.
Yeah. And a lot can change during that time.
It does.
Too.
So it's like, I'm going to give you one of my secrets, and that's leave a spot on the program open, kind of for the last minute, whatever it might be. But also sometimes we have a last minute cancellation that we can kind of slide some breaking news kind of content in.
Yeah.
There will always be something breaking news. And we need to be the place to talk about it.
Yeah. No, that's very true. And you guys are also, I mean, I've now been to quite a few of these shows and they're fantastic. I have great things to say about all of them. But there's something to be said about the G2E education program and how you guys keep it on schedule so tightly. Like anyone that I've been to, like it starts on time, it ends on time. You're just a well-oiled machine in that department. And that's very hard because you're having to wrangle multiple people and so many schedules. But you guys seem to have that down to a science at this point.
Thank you. And I have shout outs to our whole education team. And there are a lot of them
incredible.
that really keep the trains running on time for sure.
What's your favorite part of the show?
The people for sure. I mean, I came from the gaming industry and I came from marketing in the gaming industry. So trade shows run really deep in my past. You know, there are a few memorable moments for me. One of them is the very first day I show up on site and there's the whole expo hall that's completely empty. And there might be some people putting electrical down or something. And I kind of feel like, we're ready. We're going to go.
Yeah.
And it kind of feels like this is my jam. And then everybody's busy doing their thing. And in the lead up days, it's great. It's great to see everybody, to see everything come together. And then when it comes together, the show opens and everybody's there. You never know who you're going to run into in the hallway. I love those moments.
Yeah.
And especially if I can connect people with each other or be part of something that creates a new business deal, it's really cool.
I do agree. I feel like the spirit around G2E is very collaborative and very much like, what can I do to help you? Like, what can I do for you? And that, I love that. What's the weirdest thing someone's tried to sneak into the expo hall? I'm sure.
Live animals.
Are you serious?
Oh yeah.
What kind of animals?
I cannot
Okay.
give further information because I may incriminate.
Not like insects, though, right?
Sometimes they come in through legit means, but I mean.
Okay. So you make the rounds, obviously, to all of the major events throughout the year. What are like some cyclical trends that you're seeing come back around?
We're seeing so much talk this year about things like sweepstakes. I don't know where it's going. Tons of conversation around it, and that conversation will continue, I'm sure, for a while because there's just a lot going on with that topic right now. Lots of slot evolution, that's always happening, and I'm excited to see more of it this year. I'm liking it when we see more than just new game titles show up, like when we're seeing new features come in that kind of innovation.
And you're a player, yeah?
I'm not.
You're not a player?
I'm not a player.
Ah,
I'm not.
I'm not either. It's okay.
In marketing, you do need to keep an eye on what's going on on the casino floor. So, sometimes you have a day where you want to get out of the office a little bit, and our marketing group would come together and say, let's go do some grandma research. Because you look at the typical demographic of a slot player is female, 55 and older, and like you'd go to some casino and have lunch and then just wander around. People that are enjoying themselves, and you can just walk around and get inquisitive, and some of them love to talk, and you say, what's this game all about? Like, are you winning? Are you having fun? They just open up and they start spilling on what they love.
Yes.
And you're like, okay, I didn't expect a 70-year-old woman to be playing Alien versus Predator, but it seems to be working for them. They're having a good time.
Yep.
God bless them.
I love that. I do. I love talking to the players. It's not a very community-driven activity at the casinos. So sometimes it can be kind of isolating. So when they are able to share, about their experience or what they like about the game, they really like that.
It's their entertainment.
Yeah.
And it's very personal, and it's very exciting to them. They love sharing about it.
What themes are you seeing this year across the conferences that you've been to?
A lot of talk about AI.
Oh my God, so much talk about it.
Like, how's AI impacting?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, this is just me and my personal thought. AI has been impacting our lives for a lot of years. We're seeing, I think, this year at G2E a little less conversation about things like sports betting and more about the next gaming and non-gaming thing that's going to be happening at your operation.
What's happening with sweeps is
Yes.
another one that I noticed quite a bit of.
Yeah.
Which, like you said, is not going anywhere
And the prediction markets too. I mean,
yeah,
lawsuits happening and regulatory. It's a big topic of conversation.
What's your number one tip for G2E attendees this year, besides the comfortable shoes?
Besides that, I would say maybe a combination of a couple of things. Number one, get your schedule in order.
Yeah.
Some people are even starting right now. And one quirky thing that someone told me a couple of years ago, they were scheduling things and didn't account properly for time zones.
Oh.
So they missed connections by like an hour or 2 hours because of the calculation. So that one can be a little tricky. But I would also say just really take good care of yourself. I mean, starting now, like make sure that your exercise routine is in order. Make sure you're drinking water. So that's all a habit. So when you show up on show site, it doesn't just go out the window.
Yeah.
You need that to be a habit because everybody is running on fumes. You might be running on fumes on day 2, or you might be able to make it all the way to the end of the show.
Yeah.
So that can make a difference in your business.
Yeah.
Just being able to be present functionally taking care of yourself.
Because I don't think, I mean, people who haven't gone yet, I don't think people understand how exhausting it is. And you think like, I can just push through it. And you're like, but you have to push through it and also still put on the happy face and the excitement and, you know, but also like get the deal signed or, you know, make the connections that you need to. And that takes energy and like mental willpower. So you got to make sure you're sharp. But I love that. You got to start training. Start training now, everyone.
I mean, I'm training now just by wearing shoes, right? So
we got to start somewhere.
Yeah, you do. Yeah. And you know, some people are introverts, some are extroverts, some are in between. It's really hard to be there and be on from, I mean, you might show up at a breakfast meeting at 7 in the morning and then go until 11 at night. That's a long day. You need some recharge time. You might need just to find a place to spend a few minutes alone. That's okay.
Yeah, preferably outside, but you do.
Preferably outside. But I do have to say that we do have a quiet room at G2E.
Oh, you do?
This is something that we implemented a couple of years ago, just being mindful of some people's differences on how they prefer to interact with people. And some people just are like, I need a timeout. There's a quiet room. And there are signs indicating where it is.
Okay.
It's in one of the ballrooms, no phone calls.
Mm-hmm.
It is filled with tables and people are just there. Like some people have their heads down. Some people have their computers out, but it's silent. You've been to a lot of events. G2E is sensory overload.
Oh, yeah. It's incredibly overwhelming. Yeah. I love that. I love that about the scheduling. I think something that I accounted for, allowing buffer times between your meetings, because you might be meeting here. Also take into account where you're meeting people.
Yeah.
Because if you're meeting, you know, on the showroom floor and then the next one is like out, I don't know, like by the gondolas, and then you got to be back there, you got to account for that walking time because
there's
Venetian
the walking time. There's the I ran into my friend time.
Yep.
There's the I forgot to eat today time.
Yes.
All of that.
Also, like scheduling time to eat at some point is also.
I need to share with you a rule that we have on our team. And this is whenever we go to any event, but especially at G2E, try hard to eat at least one meal a day with a fork.
Love that. And you think that is so easy.
Yeah.
But it is not. Yeah.
It's not.
It's not.
I mean, we're all guilty of running with the sandwich.
Yeah.
Or skipping a meal. You need to sit down and eat real food.
Mm-hmm. Did you ever hear about my situation with my Uber Eats, with my chicken last year?
I don't think so.
Okay. So last year I got to the Venetian. This was like Sunday night. And my plan was to order like protein shakes, water, bananas, and I was really hungry. So I was like, I'm going to get a side salad and 2 chicken tenders. And that's all I want. I just want the 2 chicken tenders. I'll be happy if I get ketchup. So I'm not like a normal Uber Eats orderer, like at all. So I placed my order, go about my time doing whatever, and apparently I didn't notice there was a substitution until it was too late. So I go down to pick up my food, and instead of 2 chicken tenders, I had 2 whole rotisserie chickens in its place. And I was like, what the fuck am I going to do with these? Because the Venetian, you don't have a fridge
There's
or
no
anything.
fridge.
I was like, what am I going to do with whole ass rotisserie chickens? And I thought, in what world was that like a proper substitute on the app? Yeah, so I did try to eat as much rotisserie chicken that first night as I could.
Yeah.
Great protein load, but so.
Did they put a fork in? Probably not.
Probably not. I'm going to say probably not. But I do like that. I do like ordering things to the room to like have, so I at least start the day with like 30 grams of protein and then I'm good to go from there.
If you can set yourself up for success, who knows where you're going to end up, but at least you tried.
Yes. At least you started on a good note, and we love that. So do you have any like just really bizarre stories throughout the years from G2E where you're like, oh, I remember that one year? And
this is kind of crazy, but when I'm thinking about it, they sort of all evolve around security.
Okay.
At the venue. It's crazy.
So,
like, we're all grown adults, and
yeah.
I mean, in age, and we should act appropriately, right? It's just surprising that sometimes people must not be thinking before they act. Like, there was one year we had a a keynote speaker that showed up. They were backstage, and someone who's a grown adult who was expected to behave properly accosted this person and
Oh.
verbally, and got it on phone video and posted it. And I'm like, this is crazy. This is just, it's not acceptable behavior. There have been other times too where, like, somebody, we know the rules and regulations. You need to show up. You need to present an ID to get your badge, and then you're welcome to participate in G2E's activities. Somebody tried to get a fake badge. They were live streaming it on some social media platform, and it's like, this is not okay.
What was that person trying to do? Were they like a YouTuber or something, or were
they were
in the industry?
somebody who shouldn't have been at the event and was trying to gain access anyway.
Okay.
But it wasn't really difficult for our security team to figure out what was happening. Security is very complex at an event venue. It's like there's the security that you see, and there's the security that you don't see, and there's the security that you don't see that the ones that don't see don't see.
Oh, okay. So there's multiple layers to this that
there is.
the Gen Pop doesn't realize.
We're in a casino too, so top notch. Surveillance and security there. A lot of social listening going on to ensure the safety of everybody who's coming to the event. It's a big deal.
Have you ever had any like threats or anything like that you would shut down?
No specific threats to G2E.
Well, I'm very grateful for them. Yes. I know I won't be able to see most of them, but I love that they're there. Keeping us safe. Do you have any good gaming stories from you personally? You don't play, I don't play. Like, we get it. It is what it is. But
I don't play casino, but I like the lottery.
Okay.
Because I'm a go big or go home kind of gal.
I love that. So how often are we talking here?
When I'm out of state, because it's not offered here.
I guess, yeah.
It's one of those that if it's available to me, and then there are the lottery couriers, which are kind of being called into question now. So when I'm on a layover or something, I'll check to see if I can get a ticket. One of my guilty pleasures that I absolutely love is whenever I'm anywhere and there's a casino nearby, I love to go. I just love to walk it. I love to see it. For those who travel with me a lot, it can get kind of like, here we go again. But for those who really get who I am and what I do and plan a casino stop, I'm like, oh my gosh, you know me.
Yeah, you feel loved. Yeah.
I feel loved, even though nobody's playing. Maybe we're just getting a quick something to eat or whatever. It's a cool moment for me. And then it also creates the opportunity for me when I run into somebody, I stopped at your property and I loved it.
Oh, yeah.
I might not seek out that person, but you never know when you're going to run into them. And I just love having the experience of seeing all these different casino floors.
It sounds like you are very thorough in your research, which I respect that. You're doing your homework.
I'm all in.
You're all in. 25 years, obviously. Here we are. Who do you think should be on the podcast next?
There are a lot of really great people that would be super interesting to hear from. Sue Schneider comes to mind.
Yeah.
She's got some really cool things going on with a couple of business partners. Debbie Nutton would be awesome. She's been really instrumental in our getting the dealer championship together, and I'm in awe.
Love it. Yeah.
So many.
Those two are definitely on my list. I agree. They're great.
And if you're looking from an current operator perspective, Simon Thomas from Hippodrome in London has some really, he's just so innovative in the things that he's done and the property that he's created. It's pretty cool.
So if I could get an intro to him, that'd be great.
Absolutely.
That sounds very interesting. Well, thank you so much for coming by today, Korbi.
Thank you for the invitation. My pleasure.
This was great. We will, if I don't see you before October, I'll see you for the 25th anniversary of G2E, which is exciting.
Yes.
You dangled a lot of carrots today, so we will be anxiously awaiting what you guys have in store, but I'm sure it's going to be phenomenal.
Delivery coming soon.
Love it.
All right.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.